Hi everyone and welcome to our topic which is all about managing personal finance. So in this topic, we will see ano nga ba yung kahalagahan ng pagmamanage ng ating personal finance at ano ba yung mga strategies para tayo ay maging financially stable. So, pag sinabi nating personal finance, it includes all financial decisions and activities of an individual, including budgeting, insurance, mortgage planning, savings, and retirement planning. So, ang personal finance kasi class, it's all about making decisions, It could be a small or short-term decisions or big decisions or even long-term decisions, 'di ba? Yung pagbabudget natin para ma-ensure na kasya yung pera natin, yung pagkakaroon natin ng insurance na sa ganun, in case of uh, emergency na meron tayo, yung mortgage planning for our long-term debts like the house and lot, no? Siyempre, pagkakaroon nating savings at pag tayo ay retired na, no? Kailangan natin magplano dyan. So, it includes analyzing current financial positions, projecting short-term and long-term funding needs, and executing a plan to fulfill those needs considering individual financial constraint. So, syempre class, ang financial constraint is basically, ito yung mga problema natin sa pera, no? Which is, pwede naman nating planuhin yung mga kung paano ba i-manage yung pera, whether short term or long term. Kaya nga 'di ba yung pag sa budgeting, yung expenses natin sa electricity, water, food, binabudget na natin 'yan. Nang sa ganun ay ma-ensure natin na meron tayong pambayad sa mga bills na 'yon. It is primarily dependent on one's earnings, cost of living, personal goals, and wants. Siyempre, nakadepende yung manage natin, number one, sa earning, kung gaano ba kalaki yung earning ng isang tao, kung ano ba yung lifestyle niya, at ano ba yung mga goals and wants niya. Kasi iba't iba tayo ng mga goals and wants. Others, gusto sobrang yaman. Yung iba, gusto lang is just a middle class people. Ayan. So let's proceed with decision areas, no? So it involves a lot of decision making in the process of handling our personal finances. We encounter these decision areas. Number one is spending, no? So ito yung nagiging daily routine natin sa pagbili ng mga bagay-bagay, sa paggagastos natin, no? Like the food, transportation, and even major expenses like pagbibili ng laptop, no? Yung iba gusto Mac, yung iba gusto regular laptop, no? Ganon din sa cellphone, gusto yung iba Apple, yung iba Android. At ganon din sa pagsa-save, yung iba nakakapag-save sila, yung iba hindi, no? Kasi nga because parang kulang sa kanila yung pera nila. At ganon din, no, in terms of sharing, it involves, sharing your resources to those in needs. Ayan, like pagbibigay sa charity, churches, and other institutions. So, what is personal financial planning process? Sabi dito, it is a process of sound money in management that leads to personal and economic satisfaction. Through financial planning, an individual can control his financial situation, allocate financial resources properly, and match them with maturing obligations. So, for example, you are paying an internet and that costs 1,500 and you are earning every 15 and 30 of the month or kinsenas katapusan. So, ang gagawin mo, automatic yon every 15, magtatabi ka na ng 750. No, nang sa ganon, sa katapusan, 750 ulit para mabayaran mo yung internet bill ninyo. Parang ganon. That is just a basic example of how you do financial planning process. Kung din, kung may plano kang bumili ng bahay, syempre kailangan mo mag-down payment dyan. You have to save money for the down payment and you have to also have stable earnings para bayaran mo yung mortgage, no? Kasi long-term debts yan eh. Long-term na utang yan. So, dapat sustainable yung income mo. It helps organize individuals' activity with the necessary resources needed to meet specific goals and needs. So, dahil nga dito sa financial planning, ay naiiwasan na magipit ka and yung availability and flow ng cash mo ay stable. Below are some advantages of personal financial planning. First is it increases effectiveness in obtaining, using, and protecting your financial resources throughout your lifetime. So, dahil nga may magaling ka sa financial planning, pag may mga emergencies, pag kailangan mo, ay may ekstrang pera ka. It increases control of your financial affairs, avoiding excessive debt, bankruptcy, dependence on others for economic security. So dahil nga magaling ka sa pera, naiiwasan yung pangungutang, no? Or wala kang utang, naiiwasan din na walang-wala ka talaga or gipit or hindi ka umaasa sa iba para masustain mo yung living mo. Number three, it improve personal relationship, resulting well-planned and effectively communicated financial decision. So dahil dito is naiiwasan yung pag-aaway lalo na sa pera. And a sense of freedom from financial worries obtained by looking into the future, participating expenses, achieving your personal economic goals. So dito is yun nga no, 'di ba minsan yung iba napipilitan na lang magtrabaho dahil kailangan nila ng pera because you are good in financial planning process. So kung talaga minsan hindi mo feel, pwede kang umabsent, no. That is just an example of freedom. So since individuals are always confronted with challenges of making sound financial decision in almost every time of their life, provided below are the logical steps for a fruitful. Ayan, so ito yung ating Syempre, number one is objective setting. Then after that, we have data gathering. Then we will have data analysis, then financial plan recommendation, then plan implementation, and plan monitoring. So ito yung ating personal financial planning process. So unahin na natin si objective setting. Number one, we have to quantify monetary objectives with definite time frames. No, dapat is meron tayong way, no, objective na okay, dapat kunyari sa savings every month dapat makapag-save ako ng 5,000, ganun. So kaya every month dapat ang expenses ko lang sa kuryente ay 4,000 or 3,000, mga ganun, no. And then you have to prioritize objectives depending on the need. So mas need mo ba, prioritize mo ba bumili ng pagkain? Syempre, priority mo 'yun, 'di ba? Priority mo bang magbayad ng bills? Yes, priority mo 'yun. Then, of course, examine these objectives with individual resources and limitation. For example, no, Dante must determine his uses of and sources of money. For his sources of money, he has a weekly savings of 100 that makes up 1,400. No, if he continues the same rate given no change in his allowance for the next 14 weeks. He also has an income of 300 or 150 per day during weekends. That makes up a total of 4,200. For his uses of cash, he has his textbook expenses amounting to 5,000 pesos. Next is data gathering. So you have to develop your financial goals. You could use survey, questionnaires, and interviews to gather quantitative and qualitative information from the individual. For example, quantitative, no, for assessing financial status like investment, cash flow, and liabilities. Importante na malaman mo kung magkano ba yung investment, cash flow, at yung mga utang mo. The next one is qualitative, no, to identify individual goals, objectives, lifestyle, and risk tolerance. So, pag sinabing goals and objective, it could be something like gusto mong bumili ng bahay someday, gusto mong bumili ng kotse, gusto mong magkaroon ng business, ganun. Lifestyle is yung lagi mong ginagawa. Ikaw ba ay pala gimmick or ikaw ba ay pala bili o uh, pabili-bili ng mga through online, no? And of course, risk tolerance, it talks about your investment. Ikaw ba ay risk taker, no? Mataas ang aggressive risk taker ka ba, conservative, etc. For Dante's case, one of his financial goals would be to support his textbook expenditure for the coming semester. Aside from that, his goals that are to be included in the financial planning are his goals of finishing a degree in accountancy and eventually becoming a certified public accountant. Then after that, you have to conduct data analysis or identify alternative course of action. You have to analyze the financial position and cash flows, review legal papers, insurance policies, truthful agreements, or trust agreements rather, and evaluate objectives vis-a-vis the individual resources and economic condition. So for example, Dante also has an alternative course of action. While he's on college, he has a choice of becoming a full-time student and just focus on his studies. He can also work part-time during summer or weekends perhaps so that he will have his own income sources that he can spend whatever he could do. So, dito sa data analysis, of course, kung ikaw ay talagang, dito kasi sa example natin, student eh. Pero of course, if you're already professional and working, ay makikita mo, no, kung yung assets mo ba ay mas malaki sa liabilities mo, no? Of course, for personal, it is prevented na masyadong malaki yung liabilities. Advisable lang na, yun nga, yung mga mortgage planning, yung mga long-term debt, yun, kasi house and lot naman yun. So, it is acceptable. Then, financial plan recommendations. You have to evaluate alternatives. So, you have to propose financial products. At this point, the individual can comment on the proposed solution. Example, Dante must evaluate his three as alternative course of action on going as a full-time student or going part-time, okay, during weekends. If Dante decides to become a full-time student, the good side is that he will be able to focus more on his studies and prioritize his needs in school. However, that forgoes the chance of earning his own money. On the other hand, becoming part-time student allows Dante to have his own source of income to finance his needs. However, this would mean rather, that there is lesser time available for his studies and rest. So, dito is yun yung yung parang example for the student. Pero for you, no, as kunyari professional ka na, you have to, it's either, yeah, you will focus on your job, no, one job, and, try to budget intensively, but you can have low savings, no, or you can uh, focus on having multiple sources of income, lower your expenses, and have more savings. But the disadvantage of that is it's going to be tiring since marami kang trabaho or sources of income. Then we have the plan implementation. We have to create and implement a financial action plan. So assist the individual in the execution of the recommended financial plan, and implementation may involve other entities to assist individual in dealing with parties involved in the execution of the financial plan. So kung sa professional to, for example, yung pamilya mo, susuportahan ka, no, they will cooperate, no, kung ikaw yung nagbabayad ng bill sa bahay, no, they will minimize the expenses para mas maliit yung expenses nyo and mas makapag-ipon kayo. Dito naman sa estudyante, given the scenario, Dante decides to become a full-time student, he must then focus on his studies since he has no other source of income aside from his allowance. He would need to cut down his personal spending so that he has excess money whenever a need arises. So, yun yung decision ni Dante. Then, of course, we have the plan monitoring, review, and revise the financial plan. So, review the financial plan periodically to evaluate changing market condition like economic condition, taxes, and interest rate. So, kung professional ka na, syempre, you have to check, no, ano ba, kamusta na yung pagtaas ng bilihin, yung economic condition, gaano ba kataas yung taxes mo, kung mangungutang ka, is kaya mo bang bayaran, no, yung principal at yung interest rate. So, you have to consider those things. And evaluate financial plan regularly if effectively meets the individual plan's goals and objectives. So dito, si Dante decided to become full-time student is temporary. Now, what is a financial problem on his family arises? Now, what if nangyari yun? For sure, financial plans would then change. He might then consider working part-time while he is studying. So possible kasi na may mga changes along the way, and dapat meron kang contingency planning. So there are 6 key areas of personal financial planning. First is the financial position, adequate protection, tax planning, investment and accumulation goals, retirement planning, and estate planning. So let's start first with the financial position. So dito class is tinitingnan natin yung mga following. Number 1 is yung net worth, no? Magkano ba yung magiging net worth mo kung yung asset mo lines mo dun sa liabilities, no? So baka mamaya kasi sobrang taas ng liabilities mo na mas mataas pa sa assets mo. Siyempre, you have to also consider the cash flow. Magkano ba yung ina-expect mo na income every, let's say, month or every year? And magkano ba yung expenses mo every month or every year? So, siyempre, dapat mas mataas yung income mo kaysa expenses mo. So, syempre, pag ito ay na-analyze mo na, ito yung mga dapat mong tanungin sa sarili mo, 'di ba? Ikaw ba ay may clear understanding of your goals? Sabi mo, gusto mo magkaroon ng sarili mong bahay, pero yung income mo ay masyadong maliit. at masyadong mataas ang expenses mo. 'Di ba? So how can you save money for that goal? Another one is meron ka bang means para matrack mo yung income, expenses, and net worth mo? Baka kasi mamaya you have goals na magkaroon let's say ng kotse pero you don't have that tracking on how you will save money, on how you minimize your expenses, etc. So, personally, no, for personal finance, I recommend the envelope method, no? Envelope method. Kung saan yung envelope na yon, may naka-label siya, magkano ba yung dapat per budget mo per expenses kunyari for gas, no? Let's say mag-aalat ka ng 3,000 per month doon, no? So pag nakita mo wala nang laman yung envelope, sabihin nun bawal mo nang gamitin yung sasakyan mo kasi hanggang 3K lang yung budget mo. Nagigets niyo yun. So that's just an example, no? And ano ba yung magiging benefits mo na pwedeng manggaling sa employer, 'di ba? May have 13th month pay, bonuses. So, pwede mong idagdag kasi sa savings mo 'yun. And of course, dapat you have to consider other adequate protection, no? Ikaw ba ay meron kang kaya mo ba na yun nga, no, yung risk of liability na pag minsan nawala ka ng income, hanggang kailan mo kayang bayaran yung utang mo, 'di ba? Syempre yung if ever no mawala ka na sa mundo, yung pamilya mo ba kung ikaw ang breadwinner, kakayanin ba nila in case you become disabled, there's something going on with your health and yung maintenance mo sa katawan, that could be an example no of protection. So pwede din no on how you can minimize your taxes, dapat kino-consider mo rin 'yan. So may mga questions dito no. What things can they not afford to lose? How will they take care of their dependents? How have they planned for financial risks such as disability, illness, long-term care, and debt? So dapat ay meron kang mga means no to answer this risk or situation. Next is the tax planning, no? So, syempre, no, at the end of the day, kunyari, yung amilyar mo sa bahay, o kaya yung lupa mo, ibibigay mo dun sa anak mo, no? Yung mga assets mo, no? Dapat is meron kang pera for that, no? Kasi ano 'di ba? How do manage our taxes? Uh, how do they plan the timing of income and deduction? And gaano ka comfortable with the tax environment? Of course, for employees, hindi natin control yung tax kasi nga automatic na babawas yun. Pero pag business ka, pwedeng gawin mo is rather than having a big company, pwedeng mag-separate company ka para mas ma-minimize yung tax. Then of course, investment, no? Kailangan kasi is mag-plan tayo para, yun nga, makabili tayo ng house, no? Education, and investment even for retiring, no? So, dapat is ready tayo na, yun nga, no? Na at the end of the day, once we cannot able to work anymore or minimal lang income natin, ay kaya para na nating i-sustain, no? Yung lifestyle na gusto natin. So, kagaya ng sinabi ko, no, yung cost of retirement, magkano ba ang kailangan mo every month para ma-maintain mo yung lifestyle mo pag ikaw ay retired na. Siyempre, dapat i-analyze mo yung cash flow mo para ma-ensure na meron kang excess cash for investment. Kasi ang investment ay hindi liquid. So, pag kailangan mo siya, it will take time or pwedeng mas mababa yung value pag kukuhanin mo siya. So, ngayon, no, ang tanong dyan is, gaano ka ba ka-prepare for retirement, no? Ikaw ba ay may mga liabilities that affects your retirement? Baka mamaya, retired ka na, pero may utang ka pa rin. And, dapat is, i-manage mo yung standard of living. So, estate planning, ito yung parang sinabi ko kanina na yun nga, no, what if you pass away, paano mo ipapamana yung mga assets mo, no? So, dapat is planado yun. So, ang ginagawa ng iba to minimize taxes kahit habang buhay pa ay pinapasa na nila yung assets nila doon sa anak nila kasi nga mas mahal yung yung ano, yung mas mahal kasi class kung sa pag nawala ka tapos doon mo pa lang ita-transfer. So it will yun nga lang ang disadvantage yun baka mamaya yung anak mo is lustahin lang yung pera mo. So again, that's another situation. At syempre, yung money management practices mo, no? Kung ano ba yung importante sa'yo, no? Your needs and wants, your way of spending. Kasi yung iba talagang sobrang, sobrang gastador. So, you have to minimize your expenses and have a simple lifestyle. Then, to maintain a financial condition, so these are sound management practices or some money management practices. Number one, save for a rainy day. So, syempre dapat ay mag-ipon tayo nang sa ganon, pag rainy day na meron tayong pera. Syempre, demonstrate your work ethic. So, syempre dapat is marunong ka pagdating sa money management. Okay? Dapat habang pagbata pa lang ay alam mo na yung value of money. Syempre, dapat nagbabudget tayo. Dapat meron tayong maximum limit for our expenses, hindi yung gastos ng gastos. At syempre, mag-invest tayo para magkaroon tayo ng tinatawag na compound interest na natatalo natin yung inflation. Kasi pag sinesave mo lang siya sa isang savings deposit account, natatalo siya ng inflation. Magkano ang ilang percent ng inflation? 4%. Yung interest rate sa savings account, wala pang nasa less than 1% per annum pa. At syempre, no, be careful with credit kasi maraming nalulubog sa utang, lalo na sa paggamit ng credit card. At higit sa lahat, no, you have to live below your means. Sabihin nun, kahit na may pera ka na, simple lifestyle pa rin ang gawin mo. So, that's all and thank you so much.